Hello everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the weekend check-in. So I'm channeling energies for Friday, June the 24th through Sunday, June the 26th. We've got some very potent energies coming in this weekend, guys. We're preparing for that Cancer new moon, which is all about home life, mothering energy. And so this morning, I was up super early to see that very special planetary alignment in the sky this morning. So it's been all over social media when it comes to this lineup with Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, all visible in the night sky early this morning. I seen that, and so I observed this lineup in the sky, and so the moon also, joining in this. So this really was like a rare alignment taking place this morning, and of all days, the very last 666 portal of the month. So this is the third 666 portal today. What I kept hearing was the third harvest, and so I feel all of these planets clustered together really was getting us to find our passion when it comes to the spiritual path. With Saturn in Aquarius, that's the sign of friends, communities, groups. And so this is really a good time for all of us to become very intentional about the groups and the communities that we associate ourselves with. With Jupiter in Aries, I feel this is indicating a brand new beginning, and it really is a great time to start a new educational journey. That's that Jupiter energy, self-expansion. And with the moon in Taurus, it's in the sign of exaltation. And so with the Taurus moon, it's bringing up this deep importance when it comes to self-love and self-care. So if you love astrology, I think maybe it's time to give yourself permission to dig into something that you really love and to expand with maybe some coursework. And with Venus and Mercury, both in Gemini, the sign of the twins, I think this is really sparking a new level of learning, curiosity about who we are, why we do what we do. And Mercury and Venus, I feel, was inviting us this morning to try new things and to be open to some new experiences. And so I do want to talk about this 666 energy again. We're going to talk about it again because what I kept hearing was the way forward is being prepared. This is the third harvest. Threefold rapture is what came through. And so when we talk about the harvest energy and we connect that to God, the three harvests connected to God was barley, wheat, and grapes. So one of the great gifts that God has given us, mankind, is our ability to express ourselves through either the avenue of writing, speaking, singing. And so I think writing is going to be very important in the energies this weekend, because writing allows us to take hold of our beliefs, any spiritual visions that we've been receiving, any thoughts, any, ideas that are coming through when it comes to our hopes and our dreams. And we're being asked to kind of spell that out, cast a spell that out, whether it's through writing, video, or, I think we're all just kind of being asked to preserve our spiritual knowledge for the future generations to come. And so when the harvest is connected to the New Testament or the scripture, so to speak, the Greek word for harvest is therismos, which does appear 13 times in the New Testament. 13. Death, rebirth, transformation, shutting the old to bring in the new. It is also linked to Christ consciousness. Jesus had 12 disciples. Jesus was the 13th. And so 13 is a number that speaks prophetically about love and understanding the energy of the harvest, which is like a 3-phase stage when it comes to reaping the love that we deserve. And it is linked to Yeshua's energy, the Yeshua's harvest of God that loves every single one of us. So I do feel the way forward is being prepared. And every year, you know, a farmer decides what crop they have in mind to plant. And so we always plant these appropriate seeds. And so later, these seeds spring up and the crop comes forward. And so I feel harvest energy. We're ready. And so a lot of this is made manifest in the spiritual realm, and our spiritual energy is far advanced and far ahead of our 3D reality. And so a lot of these visions that we've been manifesting from our creative energy, from God's source energy, I feel we're reaching that third harvest, the final rapture. And so for my own journey, we're coming into the third Lionsgate portal since I started sharing my gifts after my awakening. And so everything always happens in threes for me. 3 is the number of the Holy Trinity union. And so I feel we're all being asked to figure out what seeds we want to plant. What crop do you have in mind when it comes to manifesting your best life? Because we're being asked to plant those appropriate seeds. And we're asked to go into detail, whether we write this out or we say this to the earth. We're being asked to embrace our inner garden. And I feel we cannot keep playing into corruptible seeds. We're here to live and speak the word of God. We are here to plant the seed of righteousness into the light. And so I feel, you know, the first and the second harvest phases are coming to completion when it comes to God's first fruits. And many of us are first fruits. And many of us go through this awakening, this occurrence at different timelines. And so it is this big gathering is what I was shown, a gathering of souls to arise, to resurrect, and to reap. Reap is the same word for harvest, to reap what we have sown. And so the second harvest, the second phase of the harvest speaks about the virgin energy. And so a lot of the divine feminines have been going through this spiritual purification to reach the virgin energy again, according to Matthew 25:11. And so it is the energy of the bridegroom missing the first resurrection harvest. And I feel because many of us were not in that state of readiness to receive these divine counterpart unions. And so even in the scripture, with the 13 times, the harvest simply is basically a 3-stage phase when it comes to reaping love and understanding God's love. And so Yeshua has already told us, if you love me, keep my commandments. And so again, we're going back to the characteristics, I feel, of the second phase of the harvest, which consists of where we were lacking love, where we have not been keeping our commandments for this higher calling. And so I think the second harvest, the bridegroom might have come for the bride, but there was a lack of love somewhere along the lines. And it's this energy of, I never knew you. And so that's what I kept hearing was, I never knew you. And so we're concluding that second phase of the harvest, and revelations are coming up when it comes to teaming up with a multitude of soulmates, claiming our divine honor, our divine birthright. And I feel all done questioning the love of God. And so I feel we are passing the test, that second love test. And so we're entering into the third phase of this harvest. And so I think there's a detailed warning coming up is what I feel with this gathering, because those who have heard the call, the truth of cosmic disclosure, but have yet not made it a part of their lives, are not going to reap that harvest. So there is a warning with this energy. So I feel we are being asked to embody Christ consciousness characteristics. And we've been asked to embody this during each phase of the harvest energy. And so all of our foreknowledge is being asked to be exposed. And so I think this is a forewarning to choose to amend your ways accordingly. And so let's revisit the 666 energy. So a lot of us fear the 666. It's considered the mark of the beast, but really it is a journey to balance and harmony. And so what the energy is asking us to do this weekend, I feel, as we prepare to set those intentions for our home life during the Cancer new moon, which is going to be at 7 degrees 22. 7, the number of the mystic, 22, a master number, both breaking down to 29, the closing of these karmic relationship cycles. So when it comes to love, we're all being asked to examine our current relationships, all of them. Are they in balance? Is there equal give and take between you and the people that you are questioning? Are you in a codependent relationship, or are you the one encouraging codependency of another individual? So I think all of this needs to be brought into the forefront if we are to embrace true balance in all of our loving romantic relationships. That's the only way they're going to work. It's the only way they're going to be healthy. So if you've been noticing 666 recently, it's a clear indication that maybe it's time to give up your current relationship. You can't keep forcing something to work. If it's not working, it's not working. And if you deeply desire balance in your life, guys, I think you're being asked once and for all with this final gateway to give up what doesn't serve you. So the third and final harvest. And so where do you need to release toxic people, bad habits, any addictions? Because once we fully decide to let go everything that is bad for us, that's when we can truly call in these people into our lives that will help us achieve that inner peace that we all deserve, And so I think one of the most important messages when it comes to the energies this weekend is to definitely be aware of your thoughts. Our thoughts are constantly manifesting our physical reality. So our thoughts carry vibration. And if you're constantly in the vibration of worry, fear, and anxiety, or if you're constantly worried about money issues, monetary issues, or finances, or, you know, constantly going out and buying things to make yourself happy, like retail therapy, I think the energy is going to bring forward this very negative influence, and it's going to bring forward a lot of challenges. So I think you don't want to get caught up in a negative thought process in the energies, because you're going to manifest that worst case scenario. So remember, our thoughts carry energy just like this light beam, and we send this out into the universe, good or bad, and those thoughts always get sent back to us. So I think we're all being asked to really be mindful, to maybe even change the focus of our thoughts. Instead of focusing on the bad, focus on the good and what it is that you do want, or better yet, ask the angels what your fears are. Show me my fears. Show me my fears. What do I need help with when it comes to finding a solution? And ask the angels to help you replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And so we all have the ability to ask for these signs, these things, these answers. And so we're being asked to release the fear, to let go of the ego. Do not allow the ego to take over, because that will stop you from living in your highest truth. And the highest truth of all is we all came here for love and peace. Peace of mind, peace of body, peace of spirit. And I think when we get knocked out of alignment, the universe kind of has to come in and smack us with a tower, because we can't keep living in worry. We can't keep living in fear. We can't keep putting up these walls and these barriers when it comes to receiving our divine blessings. So where do you need to open up? Where do you need to release opposing thought patterns or opposing feelings when it comes to love, peace, harmony, and being in the flow? Where do you lack that trust in the universe? So I think we're all being asked to realign our thoughts, to realign with more loving, positive thoughts in order to raise our frequency, to raise our vibration, to have those positive outcomes. So I think we're all getting that nudge, and we've all been feeling it. And Cancer season is not going to be a breeze, guys. So I think many of us have been going through a lot of difficulties recently, and we're being asked to change our thoughts, to trust and have faith that our needs are always going to be met when we align with our highest truth, especially if you've been struggling recently. So, you know, we can always choose to change that negative energy by going outside, taking a walk, going and sitting by a body of water. Where I'm at in Ontario, we are super blessed to be surrounded by all of the Great Lakes. Get out there in nature, exercise, drink some water, maybe try yoga, meditation. a salt bath of some sort, or, you know, turn on the music and sing along. Or, you know, the best thing to do this weekend, though, really make a list of everything that you're grateful for, because gratitude brings more gratitude. So I think we're always supported on the journey, but we must first be willing to ask our angels to help us, and we must be willing to listen to what signs and things that they send us to guide us on our way. And we're going to need to really lean into our intuition. And in order to do that, we do have to open up the heart. So I think heart chakra activations taking place in the masses this weekend, but we have to be open to receiving this miracle, because life truly has so many amazing, wonderful things to bring forward. And so the main energy I was looking at with the astrology for the weekend was the moon in Taurus today forming a conjunction to Uranus, both in Taurus. And so this is a very stimulating energy. Uranus is stimulating the hypothalamus by the moon. And so this is like a gland in our brain, which regulates our parenting, any attachment behaviors, as well as hunger, thirst, fatigue, sleep, and any rhythms. And so this gland is directly linked to, and is importantly equal as the pituitary gland, which would be linked to the sun energy, which is in Cancer. So a lot of stimulation when it comes to our primal instincts. And so the energies are going to have a tremendous impact on your life this weekend, especially when it comes to parenting or any negative attachment behaviors that maybe you inherited from your parents. Maybe you've had an absent parent or emotionally detached parent. And so, or there might even be like this family history coming up to be addressed when it comes to sudden events, accidents. But I feel this huge portal gateway for a psychic phenomenon in the energy. And so ancestry is coming up. It's going to be really noteworthy to go into your ancestry, into your family lineage, because I do feel the energies can bring forward this onset of emotional volatility. I think that is to be expected. Uranus is very volatile, tremendous upheaval, shake-ups, revelations. And so this volatility can verge on the level of hysteria. And so a lot of psychosis episodes is what I was shown, and they will pass as quickly as they started. And so a lot of relationships are going to be affected when it comes to this initiation, the intensity of this initiation, fascination. And so we're going to want to maintain an energy of being grounded when it comes to all of these difficulties coming up. And so with the moon conjunct Uranus, this does strongly correlate to 7-year cycles. You hear that energy, the 7-year edge. And so 7 times 12 equals 84 when it comes to the Uranus energy. So it's like a lot of psychological shifts taking place when it comes to family and emotional attachments, which are ruled by the moon. And you know what's ruled by Uranus is detachment. So we're detaching from these false karmic family structures. And it's going to be hard to satisfy this strong need for stimulation coming up. So it can create a lot of impulsive energies with this aspect. And I feel this deep searching, acceptance of the journey of your true soul family, acceptance of any psychic abilities that are coming up that likely were repressed growing up by a negative family structure. And so I feel it's important for us to not feel like an outcast when we come into this resonance of our spiritual gifts. And I feel many of us are coming into our special abilities, our soulful talents. And in the past, all of these gifts were likely demonized by family or even a major religion, especially over the last thousands of years. And so I feel this is an integral part for the Great Awakening as we prepare to step into the new golden age of Aquarius. And so the energy is requiring us to integrate our personal values when it comes to family, social circles, and our communities. And so a lot more is going to be required of us in the energies this weekend, a lot more effort to achieve our goals. And so there's going to be a lot of energies felt in the subconscious mind, creating a lot of impulsiveness this weekend. So sudden events and shakeups are going to result in a lot of relationship upsets, a lot of family disputes resulting in some big changes, major change in direction, especially when it comes to intimate relationships. And so other changes could include this primal urge. You might want to eat a little bit more. You might want to sleep a little bit more. Sleeping patterns are likely going to be a little bit wonky this weekend, and the energy is going to be fluctuating. So you might have periods of wakefulness and then a sudden onset of lethargy this weekend. And so it truly is best to act on your instinct, to listen to your intuition and the energies this weekend, because our psychic gifts are being stimulated. And so when we think too much and we play into this analysis paralysis, it can create a very impatient energy, and things likely aren't going to work out well if you're trying to logically work your way through these activations. And so a lot of flashes of insight are coming forward, and they need to be taken seriously in the energies, because we're all being asked to take a chance on ourselves, to back ourselves up with what it is we've been shown, where it is we've been told to go when it comes to expressing our truth to the maximum, and to stop being held back from old family traditions or standards of society. So this is really a significant weekend of energies. And I feel with the moon also forming a sextile to Neptune, this is going to bring forward a lot of dream-like radiance of our intuition, a lot of imaginative energies from our subconscious mind, and the energy is boosting us to embrace our mysterious radiance of spirit from within, to maybe go towards some new occult practices on some level, because I do feel intuition is going to be at its highest over the next several days. So I'm actually heading to the trailer again after school today. We're doing a park-wide vendor sale / yard sale out at the trailer. So I've been so busy making jewelry and everything, guys. So if you're local and you feel like taking a drive to Mitchell's Bay, it is open to the public. Anybody can come by. I've got some beautiful handmade jewelry, some Tree of Life. Kenzie and I have been really busy, my oldest daughter, making keychains, jewelry. I will have some crystals there for sale, some earrings. This is kind of what we do to ground energy. I got some earrings that we made, some crystal earrings. And so if you're local to the area and you can make it out to Mitchell's Bay, I invite you to come out. I'm not sure what everybody else is going to have for sale out there, but I'm sure it will be a good time. Okay, let's jump in with some cards, guys. I picked the chakra deck. We're going to pull in with the chakra deck first. I'm going to get some sacred activation messages, and then we're going to get some crystal medicine messages as well. So yeah, a lot of emotions, scattered emotions. Get ready to deal with a lot of energies emotion-wise. So a lot of feelings, a lot of shifting moods, a lot of distorted views of the ego when it comes to embracing our authentic expression and finding a place of balance. So you're definitely going to want to show yourself some compassion. You're going to want to show yourself some gentleness and some empathy as we reach a level of acceptance of these activations. So we are going to see what else needs to come through, guys, for the weekend check-in. The most important energies that we need to be aware of, please. The mind. Yeah, so a lot of third eye activity, the openness, an awakening for sure of the mind, expanded consciousness, and we're going to have to be flexible because we are tapping into our subconscious imagination, and we're entering a new phase of learning, I feel, on the journey. And so let's see what we got here. Yeah, the energy, you're going to want to get grounded because many are going to be going into these higher ascension codes. And this is where we reach that place of forgiveness. So, you know, forgiveness is the ultimate act of love is what I feel. So there's this huge letting go of for the healing journey, for growth. Compassion is going to be needed, and you're going to want to get grounded because it's going to be this very light energy, and you're going to want to get grounded in nature because the energy is going to be very unstable, very ungrounded, as we all kind of tap into our spiritual passion. Heart energy coming through. What is your desires? What brings you joy? What brings you that feeling of mystic aliveness, because we're all here to have a little bit of fun and to journey towards fulfillment. So I do think get ready to instill some very powerful personal boundaries, solar plexus energy, I think to be assertive. It's time to make a choice. Do you want to step into empowerment? Because if you do, it's going to require ultimate authenticity, because we cannot keep playing into instant gratification with these low-grade pleasures. Yes, we're all here to enjoy life and to, embrace the beauty in the human existence, our sensuality, but we cannot keep overindulging. So there's a lot of divine guidance when it comes to this activation. Follow the signs. Follow the signs that support your pathway to love, because we're being redirected is what I'm feeling. And forgiveness is going to be key when it comes to these activations that are coming through. So let's see what else needs to come through with the activation deck, emergence. It's kind of time to emerge from the spiritual closet. And there are some big changes on the horizon. So all of these light frequencies coming in are supporting our ability, I feel, to embrace change. Life is a dance of forever changing realities, and change is the only thing constant in this physical reality. So both inward and outward, things are shifting. And so what is it that you need to appreciate when it comes to releasing the old in order to birth the new? Because we're being asked to approach our reality from childlike innocence. And in order to do that, we kind of got to go in and heal that inner child wound. We got to find our sense of wonderment again for life. And we have every right to celebrate. So there's definitely something unfolding when it comes to some inner child healing in the energies this weekend. And there's a lot of synergy supporting this acceptance of, the not so obvious spiritual world. Many of us are seeing things that we've never seen before. And I do feel this union energy will be a result when it comes to functioning in these higher frequencies relating to love and our overall being. And so we're being reminded to embrace the unfamiliar. It's really not that new though, right? So we can exist within many co-creations. So we are preparing to give birth to this new earth reality. But in order to do that, we kind of do got to get grounded first. So we're going to get 3 more sacred activation messages, guys. And then we're going to jump in with the tarot integration. So there's a lot happening when it comes to integrating these light code activations. It's a 30, which is a union energy going through a major transition. And we need to allow ourselves the space to be open to whatever is coming our way in the energies this weekend. So a lot of integration, which is supporting us embracing all aspects of who we are. We have many past life aspects that we brought over this life, and it all depends on how we perceive these. We can perceive them as positive, we can perceive them as negative, but we're being asked to harmonize and to balance with the symphony of life, to activate our soul blueprint song as we go through this transition into our mystic healing capabilities. So it's kind of like an octopus tentacle. So what do you need to come untangled from as well? It's also like the snake energy, the kundalini energy rising. And so this is where we come into this deep understanding and awareness of self, I feel, this weekend. The whole existence of our life, why we came here. But it's also learning to let go of things that no longer serve us if we are to surrender to the process fully in order to allow this transition to occur with ease and grace. So what are you needing to allow to leave your life, maybe even? And so many of us play into resistance. And what we resist is gonna persist with a lot of intensity. And so be open, be open. We're here to live life without judgment of self, without judgment of others, without opinion. We all have an opinion, but it's about integrating all of these energies without fear and without resistance. And so when we allow the universe to become our partner, then we are conscious co-creators. And that's when we can really embrace our existence and expand beyond the mundane. And so bottom of the deck, conception, tower energy as well, 16. So we're coming into this divine conception. We are all coming into our consciousness of origin. And this really is the place where all creation can be birthed. And so many of us are coming into our soul remembrance of our infinite potential. All of the possibilities that we can tap into when it comes to these higher space energies, what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. And so get ready for an unexpected realization when it comes to closing out a cycle, because we're being supported of this awareness of our heart-centered truth. And this is also an external process when it comes to stepping into our highest expression. So communication is going to be necessary in the energies this weekend. Get ready to exchange information with others on many different platforms in many different forms, and we cannot keep running away from every little thing that we fear. So there's a lot of information coming in, incoming and outgoing information, and all of this is coming through the heart center. The center of our truth is in the heart. So in order to stay in the flow of these source energies, you're going to want to have that balanced exchange, because the energy is fertile when it comes to manifesting these new cycles. So we're in this transition period on the precipice of reaching completion. So let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. Wishes. Wishes. Wishes are coming true. Your dreams can always become your reality. And I do think this is a very magical time that we're working with. But you have to have faith, and you got to release your grip on something. What are you clinging to that's holding you back from wish fulfillment? So we're going to do a 9-card spread, guys. We're going to see, yeah, somebody's been withholding, coming in with a cup of love. Better be coming in with a cup of love and not a cup of bullshit, because I do feel somebody has been withholding, coming in with an offer, an apology. They've been very fickle, going through a period of introspection. They want to come in and sweep somebody off their feet. They want to fall in love. So get ready for a sudden love affair, perhaps. There was a lack of balance in this relationship, and I feel somebody wants to bring balance back into a situation that they've been withholding communication from. Yeah. There's resistance to this new beginning. There's a fresh start trying to come in, but maybe you're going to have to push those fears aside and take a leap of faith. Let's see what else needs to come through. 9 cards, please. Ten of Wands. So there is a need to release a burden in order to have this magic alive in your life again. There is something that has been very unbalanced with the Justice reverse, which I feel is being balanced out in the energies this weekend. We got the Lovers. We got the Knight of Wands reversed, the 3 of Pentacles, renewal, judgment, 9 of Swords reversed, Page of Wands reversed, bottom of the deck, breaking free. I'm done. I'm done with this illusion of being trapped. I think somebody feared walking through the doorway of a new emotional experience in the past, and they lacked self-confidence to maybe bring a love offer forward, which has made somebody feel very helpless and afraid to take action. And I feel somebody is finally ready to take responsibility for their life now, because they're coming in for what likely was a missed opportunity in the past. So amazing new opportunities are coming forward. But, you know, it's going to require a clean slate. It's going to require doing some work. You're going to have to be dependable. You might even have to look into maybe a new career or a new area of study like I talked about, and learning. We're never done learning. Learning is a lifelong journey, guys. And so when you master something, there's always another leg that you can do, right? And so there's going to be an excellent opportunity presenting itself this weekend. Happy news. Now is the time to take action with what it is that you are passionate about, and it will lead to success, but it's going to take a lot of hard work. And there is a need to release a long-standing burden here in order to shed the old to bring in the new, because somebody's making an unexpected choice in love today, and they're coming in like wildfire. I feel very unexpected arrival when it comes to working together in a relationship structure, and somebody wants a renewal, somebody wants a reconciliation, somebody's coming in to face judgment, and they're hoping that they'll be met with compassion because they're coming in for forgiveness. And I think in the past they were afraid of commitment. I think in the past there was a lot of passionate energies here, but somebody didn't trust their instinct, and I think they went running as fast as they come in because there was fear. And I feel unfounded fear. And this likely did lead to a missed opportunity because somebody did not value a divine feminine. And it did lead to the end of a connection. And I do feel there was a lot of fear here. I feel a lot of hidden emotions too. And there's going to be a wake-up call because this Empress is about to give birth to her dreams. Likely has gone through transformation, and I feel somebody is facing all kinds of opposing challenges between their head and their heart, maybe over romanticizing of how things were in the past, but you know, all good things do come to an end. But I do feel a revival here, a chance to revive a connection. But you're going to have to pay attention to the signs. You're going to have to listen to your intuition. You're going to have to release that worry, that fear, and you're going to have to come forward with some clear intentions. So we do have the 10 of Wands. So somebody's really been holding on to something for a very long time, working hard. There's a need for balance here without a doubt. Somebody likely struggling with a lot of health issues, stress. Stress is a killer, guys. And so somebody needs to shed the old to bring in the new. You can manifest everything you want if you believe it. Gemini energy. The Magician has all of the tools to shed the old to bring in the new. But there is a need to address something that was not right in the past, an injustice of some sort. In the past, I feel maybe this Knight of Wands reverse did not come from a place of integrity. Maybe they didn't know what they wanted in the past. And I feel a situation that needs to be balanced. And I think somebody has been looking at all sides. And they're getting ready to finally embrace true love. So the Lovers. So this could be somebody needing to choose between two people. It doesn't have to be. But I feel somebody making a choice from the heart. If you want that vibrant health restored, if you want to recover from whatever health problems or stress that have been plaguing you, it might require taking immediate action. Immediate action. There's going to be an event or a shakeup because somebody's been restless. They've not been listening to their instincts. Very unfocused energy. And they know it's time to take immediate action when it comes to working together. That's that Aquarian energy, community efforts. And I feel working within a family, within a community together. And it's kind of time to have that heart-to-heart when it comes to the past. Forgiveness is needed before we can head in that new direction. So where do you need to make amends with somebody from the past in order to have that clarity for your purpose in moving forward? Because the heart always knows what to do. The heart wants what it wants, and the mind is going to tell you, no, I'm going to trick you. So get out of the head. I think there is going to be an opportunity to finish something that was started maybe 3 years ago. But somebody needs to stop allowing this worry to grow out of proportion, or you will have that self-fulfilling prophecy. And I feel a lot of sleepless nights here. Somebody is needing to refocus their thoughts when it comes to a missed opportunity. There's been resistance to bringing forward news or an offer. But there is going to be this reignition, I feel, because now is the time to take action. So let's take a look at this burden, because 10s are completion. Something is coming to a complete close. And there's been a lot of stress about it. Yeah, so there is a masculine here that did not plan for the future very well. Might be experiencing a loss of abundance. But I feel a rebalancing of some sort with the Temperance, Balance, and the Emperor. So there is a divine masculine here that is getting ready to take action. The 3 of Wands for me too is waiting for that manifestation. The wait is over. There is a divine masculine getting ready to take charge of a situation, getting ready to accept his leadership role within the spiritual community, to instill these new spiritual structures with discipline. So the blending of ideas, creating something extraordinary for the future, and I do feel a successful compromise. Somebody is learning self-control, facing a lot of diverse challenges, and I feel patience is going to be needed. as somebody comes out of a period of death. There's an emperor here, Aries, doesn't have to be, that has been going within and meditating, going through a period of rest and healing, allowing himself the time for clarity to come forward before making a decision. And I feel this mental exhaustion is coming to an end because there is victory. And this divine masculine is breaking the chains with a very toxic situation, getting ready to accept responsibility for all of his past choices, and making a choice to go towards happiness. Wow. Let's see what this injustice was. Libra energy. We got the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles in reversed, and the wheel reversed. So, yeah, there was definitely an injustice with this pre-Empress energy. So, you know, that is the match to the Emperor. A very single feminine energy who's worked very hard. Very single, definitely connected with spirit. A cardinal, that might mean something to somebody. I know a cardinal for me always is a representation of my grandmother. So somebody's got a loved one crossed over that's really been guiding them on the journey. And I think the injustice was a lack of faith when it comes to this fresh start. And so I do feel a divine masculine here that is facing all kinds of unexpected challenges and delays when it comes to not traveling towards this pre-Empress. Likely somebody that spent a lot of time watering a dead foundation that's needing to be released. But that's that energy of plant those seeds well. It's time to plant those seeds well and to leave whatever is dead or dying in the past in order to successfully plan for the future, for those rewards. And I also feel a feminine here who is likely very successful, self-employed, enjoying solitude, enjoying the finer things in life. And somebody's lacked the courage to come rushing in with communication. Because likely there was a lack of honesty in the past. And some kind of secret has recently come out. And I feel somebody was facing all kinds of emotional challenges. But there's going to be an unexpected arrival, an unexpected shakeup. When it comes to somebody releasing the ego. Let's take a look at this Lovers. Release. Well, the Death in reversed, the Fool in reverse, the Two of Wands in reversed, and the World reversed. Yeah, something's not over when it comes to a higher union, a twin soul union. Somebody in the past was not loyal, was not dedicated, did not put in the work. They were not protective of this Empress. They were apprehensive. They did not plan well. They did not take action. They did not put in the work to build a foundation with this pre-Empress. And there is a guardian angel or somebody watching over this Emperor saying the time is now to take action. The time is now to take action. Peace and prosperity is coming to you, but you have to go towards your peace. You have to go towards your true heart's contentment, which is this pre-Empress. And there's definitely something not complete here. Something needs to come back around and be addressed when it comes to commitment. When it comes to a karmic lesson, reaching completion, could be dealing with a fixed sign, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo. But definitely a huge weekend of enlightenment when it comes to not willing to make a choice, not willing to go forward and to take those steps. Somebody's feeling really foolish for a past decision, and they want to come in for a revival. This is not dead. This is not over. It's not over is a message. And so I feel somebody's been going through a transformation, and they're releasing whatever's been holding them back from this renewal. There's definitely been a recent ending, preparing for a fresh start, preparing for a new beginning, and somebody is afraid to take that leap of faith. There's been resistance to embracing true love, likely due to a lack of feeling worthy. And so somebody is expanding, preparing to come in and partner with somebody that they do share the same hopes and dreams with. So let's take a look at this renewal, because there is going to be an opportunity for a reconciliation. Yeah, somebody is coming back from something that they walked away from in the past, and they've not been telling anybody about this. They're coming back. Somebody walked away from what was going to be a beautiful spiritual quest There was resistance to making these big life changes. There's going to be a huge change in priorities because somebody's coming back. They're coming in for wish fulfillment. They're coming in for a renewal, a revival. This truly is a magical time. And so I think in the past, priorities were not in check. There was also resistance to leaving behind a situation where it was very unhealthy, very unhappy, pretending to be happy, which allows somebody time, I feel, to turn inward, to discover their true soul's desires. Could be dealing with Pisces. But I feel somebody's really been developing their intuitive gifts, and they're trusting in the wisdom that they've been receiving, having faith that it's time to come back from something that was walked away from. And maybe somebody's been playing it small in a connection with the Queen of Cups, who, you know, has really hampered somebody's spiritual enlightenment journey, resisting this transformation. This Queen of Cups is not loving. Her cup is covered. She's like, hey, it's not about the emotions. I'm done self-sacrificing here as well. So Scorpio energy with the transformation reversed. So I also feel something is coming back from the dead here. Without a doubt, something is coming back from the dead. And there is going to be an offer or an invite or an invitation for this new emotional experience. So let's take a look at this missed opportunity. Blocks removed. Yeah, somebody definitely was on defense, and I do feel third-party interference really closed somebody off in the heart space. But yeah, there's a huge awakening in the heart chakra, and I do think this hurts, but it is going to lead to a brand new emotional experience. Somebody is going towards their true chosen family because it's decision time. We have quite a few twos, crossroads decision, and I think in the past, either somebody was blocked from coming forward due to third-party interference, or, you know, they were just unwilling to follow their heart. But they're coming in and standing up for what it is that they believe in. They're coming in for that victory, that success, and they're willing to face whatever challenges they need to stand in their power. They're going to go through whatever battles they need to, because they're done over analyzing. They're done pretending they're happy in a situation where they're no longer happy, and they want to come in with a big cup of love. There's been withholding, because I do feel in the past there was some type of betrayal that tore two people apart, and this has been a heavy burden for a very long time. So there is going to be an opportunity for a new start, a fresh start, to build happiness again. But you're going to have to, you know, have faith in the future. So wishes are being granted, guys. And there is a love offer coming in. And I think they know they're up against somebody who's very cold, going to be very brash, might not even accept them, but it's worth the leap of faith, because I feel in order for all of these blockages, challenges to end, somebody's going to have to end the challenges by coming forward with an apology or an offer of some sort. And so I think get ready to see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys, because we are in that home stretch. So we're going to get a final closing message with the Crystal Medicine Oracle deck. And what do we got? We got two flipped out. So reflection. Spend some time in reflection. It's been a very long winter of going within, guys. It's been a very long winter, and I feel the light at the end of the tunnel. So reflect on what your true self-expression is this weekend. We are stepping into authentic self-expression. So like water, flow through the energies, because we are shedding the old to bring in the new. A lot of Kundalini activations with the snake and the transformation. So let's read into the transformation energy. It is a 31 breaking down to a 4. So we are transforming these foundations, and with the self-expression, a 26 breaking down to an 8, we are stepping into our true leadership potential, and we're mastering this self-reflection journey. And there is a divine feminine here, I feel, who has harnessed her personal power, and something is completely closing out. So let's read into the transformation, guys. 31. So, okay, so right now I do feel the energy is highlighting that we're all in this powerful portal gateway of transformation. And so the energy that's coming forward this weekend is asking us to expand and awaken to something new in our life. We are all awakening to a new level of understanding of our existence, of our consciousness, and everything that no longer serves us for our highest good is being released so we can dive deeper into our sense of self-expression. And so this really is an important time. Things are going to be shaken up greatly. We're going to be greatly challenged this weekend as part of this transformation. But this is going to be a huge part of our personal growth, a huge part of our awakening journey. And let's face it, an awakening is not comfortable at all. It's downright brutally ugly. And so, but this is where we get that bigger picture. And that's when we can step into the bigger blessings, guys. And so do not fight this transformation process, because what you resist will persist with a vengeance. And so allow this process to take place. Allow yourself to surrender to the powerful medicine of shedding the old to bring in the new, the snake energy. And so we've all been feeling this stirring in our soul for quite some time. Things are never going to be the same as we totally ground these new earth timelines. And so we're all being guided to look at our old beliefs, our old patterns with the Eight of Swords reversed, and to release what's no longer serving us. We can't always do things the way they used to work because they're not working anymore. It's not going to work in these new 5D Earth timelines. So I think many are going to be experiencing a state of chaos this weekend. You're not going to be sure what's happening. It's going to be very confusing. But this is where we embrace putting our energy into something new. We're building something new. And trust that your prayers have been heard. But this transition has to take place first. So instead of viewing the spiritual awakening process as frightening and negative, look at it as a powerful opportunity for positive change. And so meditation will bring a sense of personal relief. You're going to want to stay centered. You're going to want to stay balanced. And you might want to work with some obsidian in the energies, or you might want to seek out a spiritual healer or coach for some assistance if things are feeling a little overwhelming and too much, because there's huge light goes coming in, and we are birthing the deepest part of ourselves by letting go of who we're not. So we're all here to kind of enjoy the ride. So get ready for a huge shakeup. We're stepping into our personal power. And that's what I got for a weekend check-in, guys. Wow. Wow. I hope this helped you. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a twin soul reading with me, I do encourage you to check out that description box below, guys. And I will be back Monday morning with the twin astrology forecast for the week ahead. Spend a lot of time in reflection, I think, guys. Really figure out what you want to bring into your life for this new foundation that we've been striving towards. And I will get back to all of the zodiac signs as time permits next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. I love you all very much. And I look forward to seeing you Monday morning. Thank you.